Hello everyone, I'm going to go over my new build. You can find the path of building, or the path PoB, in the description below, and you'll be able to find a way to get a hold of me if you ever need help with one of my builds, or this build. I'm just going to jump in. I'm going to do 3 Eater of the Worlds fights, then I'm going to do a couple of maps, and then I'm going to go into the PoB and explain what's going on in the build. So I'm just going to start doing the Eater of Worlds fight, and I'm going to explain what I'm doing. First, you're going to summon your Animate weapons. Then you're going to get your Raging Summoning Spirits up. And then Desecrate and Bone Offering. Before you land, just hit your flasks, curse them with Despair and Temporal Chains. Alright, here comes phase 2. Oh my god. Oh, that was close. Man, he's acting wild. Smoke. Alright, so I'm gonna do him 2 more times. Spectres a little bit. So all you're trying to do is keep up your bone offering, try to maintain a healthy amount of raging spirits, and your animate weapons will despawn after a while, so you're gonna have to respawn them. Unless you do like a really small map, or if you're just trying to kill the boss when you run it. There is no Vol or Val skills on this build. You could always put haste on there, but I don't use it. I guess I could. Oh, I'll do the boss fight. this is the first time using this to record something. So, alright. This is a lot different than most of my builds. As you can see, the full DPS is 42.2 full million. And the effective hit pool is like about 64.5k. But I have nothing on right now. I have no molten shell and I don't have any of my flasks going. So I will break this down and whip it out for you. Alright, your first step on the talent tree is going to be Enduring Bond. And this is going to increase your minion's damage when you use a minion skill. And it's going to increase minion duration. So if you're using Raging Summoning Spirits and Animate weapons, I believe, this is going to increase the time that they're up. So then you're going to wrap all the way down and you're going to pick up Grave Pack. You could ignore the minion offense mastery by Grave Pack until later on in the build. You're going to want to wait till you get Mistress of Sacrifice in the Ascendancy tree. So after you get the minion offensive mastery, excuse me, that was a mess up, but so after you get Grave Pack, you are going to get your health nodes, or you have the option of getting a Sovereignty to get more mana efficiency to increase the amount of auras you could use. So that's up to you. If you want to go and get that really fast, it's up to you. But I would definitely probably get health first. So it doesn't matter what order you get the health in. And there's a couple of nodes for it. So there's Purity of Flesh, and then there's Combat Stamina, and you also have Devotion. And the last one, I believe, is Cruel Preparation. And the life mastery I'm using is plus 50 to maximum life, and 10 increased maximum life for life mastery. So after you get the life nodes on the tree, you're probably going to want to get the Black Chance. And the Black Chances order that you're going to go by is you're going to get Whirling Barrier, then you're going to get Enigmatic Defense, then you're going to get Mystic Bulwark. After Mystic Bulwark, you're going to work your way down and get Safeguard. And the Black Mastery is up to you. I picked this for more effective hit pool. So after all this, you're going to have a couple of choices. Oh, I almost forgot. Steelwood Stance. You want to get Steelwood Stance after Safeguard. I apologize. So after that, after the tree, you're going to want to get Mind Over Matter and Eldritch Battery whenever you can during your leveling experience. And what Mind Over Matter does is that 40% of the damage is taken from Mana Before Life. So when you use Eldritch Battery with Mind Over Matter, it increases your effective hit pool pretty good. And what Eldritch Battery does is it protects your mana and in essence becomes mana. So using Mind Over Matter with Eldritch Battery helps a lot. Eldritch Battery is used as mana as well to summon Raging Spirits and Animate weapons, so it helps a lot. Now I'm going to go over the cluster jewels, and I have 2 cluster jewels, and the stats that I always look for is 35% increased effect, and minions have 3% attack and cast speed. The added small passive also grant is up to you. Make sure that the added small passive skills grant minions deal increased damage, because there might be different variants of the jewels out there. I'm not sure. Both of these clusters are practically the same, and they both cost me about 3 divine orbs. Then I'm using 3 small clusters with the same passive skill, and the passive skill is Second Skin. And all 3 of these small clusters with the Second Skin on them cost me probably like around 80 cast orbs to get. So it's not expensive. What second skin it's doing is increasing your block, spell block, and increased armor. Then you are going to worry about getting the gaze. The Forbidden Flame and the Forbidden Flesh are Void Beacon. I'll go over Void Beacon in a minute. Do I have the gaze even equipped? It might be in the belt. There it is. Well, I'll go over the gaze, but right now, so what this does, the gaze, the minions have 6% damage over time multiplier per ghastly eye, affecting you up to 30%. So it's the maximum of 30%. Putting it in a Darkness Enthroned increases the amount that you get per ghastly eye jewel. So if you can't get 4 other ghastly eye jewels, it becomes beneficial to increase it by putting it into the Darkness Enthroned. So that goes over the gaze. And then I'm going to go back into the tree and I'm going to go over the ghastly eye jewels that you want to get for it. I believe I have one. There it is. The mods that you're looking for on the ghastly eye jewels are minions deal increased damage if you use a minion skill recently, and minions have a 14% chance to poison enemies on hit. If you're looking for more DPS out of the ghastly eye jewel, you want to get minions deal physical or minions deal chaos, I believe. So, but those last two I said are up to you. You don't really need to get those. So I'm gonna go over the ascendancies now. Oh wait, I almost forgot the Watcher's Eye. The Watcher's Eye that I'm using has additional physical damage reduction while affected by determination, which is really good. And then I also have cast resistance while affected by purity of elements to increase my cast resist with purity of elements. So I'm going to go over the Ascendancy tree now. And your first step is going to be Commander of Darkness. The next step is going to be Mindless Aggression. And the last two are definitely up to you. You could get Boneberry for more survivability. And you could get Mistress of Sacrifice for more survivability. When you get Mistress of Sacrifice, you want to use Bone Offering when you get it. This is going to increase your effective hit pool massively. As you can see, I have like 32k effective hit pool from Mistress of Sacrifice from using Bone Offering. And once you get Mistress of Sacrifice, you're going to want to get the Minion Offensive Mastery 20% increased effective offerings to increase your survivability even more. So those last two, Bone Barrier and Mistress of Sacrifice, are up to you. And then the Forbidden Flame and Forbidden Flesh is Void Beacon. And it's definitely up to you if you want to use a different Forbidden Flame and Forbidden Flesh. You could definitely use Withering Presence, Profane Bloom, or you could even use Unholy Authority. So it's definitely up to you. I use Void Beacon for more damage. I believe it's the highest damage ascendancy you could get for the Forbidden Flame and Forbidden Flesh for this build. So I'm going to go over the skills. I'm going to go over the Raging Summoning Spirits. I got Raging Summoning Spirits, Multi-Strike, Awaken Unleash, Withering Touch, Awaken Unbound Ailments, Awaken added cast damage. This is not going to cost you a lot of currency to get this 6th link. And this goes on to your body armor. Then you got the Animate Weapon. The Animate Weapon, Awaken Vicious Projectiles, Awaken added cast damage, Awaken Unleash, Awaken minion damage, and Multi-Strike. The more expensive gems on the two 6 links are going to be Awaken Unleash, but you could always use a regular Unleash. So the currency cost you could drop by using just normal variants of everything. You're still going to be doing really good damage. So I'm going to go over the boots. I got Flame Dash for movement, Despair for a curse, Blade Fall to summon the Animate Weapons, and Molten Shell for more survivability and more effective hit pool. I have it turned off right now, so if you want to see how much survivability you get from it, you can. Alright, then I'm going to go over the gloves. I have Temporal Chains, another curse that you're going to be hard casting. Feeding Frenzy, which is going to increase your minions' attack damage and attack speed. Raise Spectre is going to be Carnage Chieftains from the old fields in Act 2. And then you have Desecrate. Then the helmet, you have Bone Offering for more protection with Mistress of Sacrifice. You have Haste, or you could use Vol Haste as well. Then you have Purity of Elements, and then you have Determination for more survivability. So that goes over the skills. You also have Envy, but that's going to be off of your necklace. Commandment of Reflection is not relevant in the build at all, so it'll be turned off. Oh wait, that was the wrong one. And the Bone Armor will be disabled as well because you won't be using it because you're going to be using Molten Shell. Alright, I'm going to go over the weapons now. The Cane is really, really good. The last time I got it for somebody, it was only 21 Divine, and I think that's a huge steal for this item. I find it to be highly capable of doing everything in the game. The helmet is really good optimized, and you can follow the stats for this. The more important stats that you're looking for are +2 to level of all minion skills. Excuse me. 10 increased mana reservation efficiency skills. And the benchcraft that you want to get is +1 the maximum number of raised zombies and skeletons. I'm not sure how much this will cost now, but the cost of a lot of the items in the game has dropped. I've noticed a lot lately. So the body armor, the stats you're looking for, the mods that you're looking for mostly are minions have a chance to poison enemies on hit, and 10 increased mana reservation efficiency of skills. The Triad grips are probably still going for 5 Divine Orbs, and you want to get all white sockets so all your minions do chaos damage. The Grim, so the boots, you know, you could get the boots, really good boots for really, really cheap. I'm always looking for like resists and movement speed for my boots. You could use any implicits you want on your boots. You could also use different implicits on the chest because I don't have perfect implicits. So I'm just giving you what's working for me. So, alright, then amulet. You want to have Whispers of Doom to give yourself another curse. And I believe that the Whispers of Doom is 3 golden oils, and it's going to cost you about 150 Chaos Orbs around. Might be a little bit less than that. And you're looking for MB has no reservation. It's a huge DPS increase. When I got it, it was very expensive. It was like 28 Divine Orbs. So the price might have changed now. The bone rings are a dime a dozen. You're going to be able to find bone rings really good for really cheap. So you can follow the stats of my bone rings, but it's probably going to cost you a lot of currency. But you could definitely get really good bone rings cheap. I already went over the Darkness Enthroned and the Gaze and the Ghastly Eye Jewel. Then there's the Blood. I use the Blood because it regenerates life, and at the end of the effect, it gives you full life regardless of how much life you have. So after 2.7 seconds of regenerating your life, it'll heal you for full. Then I have the Pro. This is a huge effective hit pool item, but it's very expensive. It was 12 Divine Orbs for me, so the cost might vary, and it also gives you cast resist. I use it when charges reach full. Then the Rumiai's Concoction I use for block and spell block, and I use it when charges reach full. Then I have the Quicksilver Flash, which is a movement speed increase. And I have Bottle of Faith for more regeneration and more damage for my minions. Alright, last but not least, I'm going to go over the configurations. The Major and Minor God are up to you, depending on any situation that you want to use them in. Frenzy charges are coming from Carnage Chieftains from Old Fields in Act 2 from the Spectres. Number of summoned minions is 10. Anything higher than 10 summoned minions is not going to matter. So, are you on consecrated ground most of the time? Yes. I could definitely take this off. I'll take this off because I'm not always going to be on consecrated ground. Number of nearby enemies is 1. It could definitely change, but I'm using a major god that only is effective with 1. Have you been hit recently? Yes. Blocked recently? Yes. Have you used a minion skill recently? Yes. Consume corpses? 5. Then you have Feeding Frenzy from the Spectres with the link that has Feeding Frenzy. Withering Stacks is 15, and you're getting that from your Raging Summoning Spirits that have Withering Touch. And is enemy on consecrated ground? Yes, we have Bottled Faith. And you could look at, is an enemy a boss, and look through this on your own leisure. But I'm going to have it on Guardian Pinnacle. So that goes over the build. So thank you for watching. Please be safe and be careful because you never know what's going to happen. Till next time, have a nice day. Show some love and sub if you like what I'm doing. Thank you so much for watching.